from child's pose, just feeling the settling of the hips, the spreading of the lower back, just settling into it, having the arms relaxed. And then inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. And we're going to come into half frog. So you're going to lie down on your tummy, but then bring one knee up to hip height. And then just put your head on your hands. And this is letting gravity do its thing. So just opening through the hip, but gently. And then reaching the opposite arm out to the side. And then going to roll that knee up and over to the bent knee, just rolling over, so feeling that now we've got a hip opener and a shoulder stretch. So you're rolling over the straight arm. Inhale, come back to center, frog on the other side, so bring the knee up to hip height, but your foot should be directly below the knee, so perpendicular to the knee. Settle into that. And then bringing the opposite arm straight. I'm going to lift up that knee that's in frog, the shoulder open. Just a gentle twist, don't force it. Okay, inhale, come back to center. Come onto your hands and knees. Puppy pose, so walk your hands forward. Take your knees, your hips back over your knees. Bring the forehead to the mat or a block. Shoulder stretch. Inhale. Come to sit. And you might want to prop your hips up slightly. Or just sit flat on the floor. We're going to do an open twist. So the reverse to how we normally would do. So I'm bending my left knee. But this time, instead of turning to the left, we're going to hug the left arm around the left knee, bring the right hand behind you, lift up tall, and an open twist to the left. Keep the straight leg strong, press through the back of the thigh. Exhale, release, change to the other leg. Same thing, same arm, hugs bent knee, rather right arm or right knee. Left hand behind you, lift up nice and tall, and we roll. So this is more about working through the spine, so getting that nice spiral, getting the synovial fluid flowing, but not squeezing our organs this morning. Inhale, come back to center, and then come onto your hands and knees. We're going to come into gate pose. So tuck the right toes behind you, and then you're going to bring the left leg out to the side. You want the toes pointing forward, but trying to press through the outside edge of the left foot. Lift up through the core. So we're going to slide the left hand down the left leg. Lift the right arm up. Go straight up, and then we're going to lean. So it's like a little side crunch, drawing the side of the ribs towards the hip point. Gentle squeeze of the glutes so the hip stays over the right knee. And then bringing the left palm down, the right palm down, and we're going to go the opposite way. So now a longer stretch. So reaching through the fingertips, palm faces down, but keep the outer edge of the left foot on the ground. Inhale, come up, other side again. Once more. And back to center, hands to hips, come to your knees. Other side. So feel how you need to keep the glutes active, to keep the hips over the bent knee. Press through the outer edge, so really grounding through the right foot. And then you're going to slide the right hand down the leg, reach the left arm up, side flexion. Just gentle, just feeling into your own body. Keep that little squeeze of the glutes. Other side, so bringing the left fingertips down to the ground, sweeping the right arm over. Feel how you need to lift through the kneecap on the straight leg. Use the glutes. Lifting, other side. Once more, long side stretch. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, come to your knees, both knees, and then stand. So swaying palm, bring your arms up. You're going to clasp your hands, roll the palms up to the ceiling, lift up. So draw the navel in gently, lift up through the kneecaps. And then you're going to take, right hand takes hold of left wrist, lift up. Over to the side, so draw up through the core. Keep the thighs strong. Inhale back to center. Swap the hold on the wrist, lift up. Side flexion. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to hips. Coming into a balance. So find your fixed focus. Take the weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee up. Keep the lift up through the chest. Length through the spine. Bring the left hand to the inside of the knee, guiding that knee out to the side. Inhale, bring the knee back to center, hands to hips, point your toe, hip flexor. Keep the lift through the chest. Exhale, bend your knee and release. Other side. Inhale, taking the weight into the left foot, lift the right knee up. Draw the navel in. So try not to grip with the standing leg toes. Soften the shoulders, soften your jaw, keep the breath coming in. Bring the right hand to the inside of the knee, guide the knee out. Next, inhale, bring the knee back to center, hands to hips, point your toe. So really feel the strength in the muscles. Lordy, it will be on this leg today. Okay, exhale, bend the knee, release. Come to the front of the mat. Bend your knees, palms down, walk back to plank. Hug the shins and the thighs towards each other. Push the floor away with your palms for that rounding out between the shoulder blades. And then lift your hips up. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Lower the left heel. Bend the right knee, roll it up to the ceiling. So the right foot is coming down behind you. You're looking under your armpit. So in a down dog position, so you want to push the floor away with your palms. Draw your heel, left heel towards the mat. Inhale, rolling forward into plank, curl knee to nose, and then step back to down dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Taking 2 breaths here. Drop your hips a little, but not too much. You don't want to sag through the core. And then lifting up into down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up into three-legged dog. Really feel that action as the leg goes up. You push the floor away, almost drawing your armpits towards the mat. Internal rotation of that back thigh. So at the moment, the legs are in the same plane. Now you're going to bend the left knee, roll the knee up to the ceiling. Keep pushing through the right heel towards the mat. And rolling this to stack the hips, left hip on top of right. So looking under your armpit. Inhale, rolling thighs back to parallel, roll forward into plank, curl the left knee to nose. Lifting back up, three-legged dog. And then come back into down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. This time you're going to roll into plank, but keep the leg raised. It can be at hip height, and then bring the right foot between your hands. Drop the left heel down, come up into warrior two. Inhale. Straighten the front leg, Trikonasana, triangle. Take the left hip back. Pull up through the kneecaps, reach forward. Engage the core, and then tip. Lean back, roll the right buttock under, look up at the top hand. Space in the neck, so draw the shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, coming up, bend through the right knee, warrior two. To side angle stretch, Parsvakonasana. So you can rest your forearm on the thigh or come to the block or the floor on the inside of the knee. Left hand to sacrum to encourage you to draw the navel in, start to revolve the left ribs up to the ceiling, sweep the top hand up and over. Looking up under that armpit, pushing through the outside edge of the back foot. Squeeze your core, press through the front foot. Coming up, exhale, hands to hips, step the front foot forward, and we'll do the other side. So inhaling, lifting the right knee up, step back to warrior two, left side. And inhale, straighten the front leg, Trikonasana on the exhale, triangle. So really broadening through the chest, draw the collarbones, the shoulder blades towards each other. Turn the head to look up. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Exhale, side angle, Parsvakonasana. So take your modification. If you need to be a little higher, come onto a block or your forearm to the thigh. Think of the action of the arm. So we're trying to roll the right ribs up to the ceiling. So you can look under your armpit rather than, if you come too low, you can't open the chest. So you want to come up a little higher. So find your level, what your body wants this morning. And inhale, coming up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, palms down, swivel onto the ball of the back foot. Step back to down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift the right leg. Again, roll the right knee up to the ceiling. Stack the hips. Push the floor away. Rolling the knee back round, roll into plank, knee to nose, and then step back to down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Really feel the stretch down the back of the right leg and using the quad, so squeeze muscle to bone, squeeze the kneecap, lift and point the left foot. Roll forward into plank, curl left knee to nose, and then step back to down dog. Take a moment here. Steady the breath. And then come down onto your knees. Come to sit. Legs out in front of you. Sitting in staff pose, Dandasana. Palms beside you. So just resting the hands, don't use the arms. As you lift up through the chest, push the floor away with your sitting bones. Internal rotation of the thighs. Then point your toes. So strong through the thighs. Feel the back of the thighs pressing down. Bring your hands behind you. Keep that activity through the legs. Lift your chest. Draw your shoulder blades together. Gaze is on your toes. We're going to gently squeeze the glutes. Lift the hips. So you can do this from tabletop if it's too much. Here, Purvottanasana, reverse plank. So opening through the shoulders, squeezing the glutes, rolling the thighs inwards. And exhale, lower and come to lie on your back. Bend your knees, hug the knees to your chest, rock side to side, massage the lower back. And then straighten the left leg along the mat. Take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Take the right arm wide, palm down. Just a gentle twist, so don't drag the knee all the way to the ground. Just a little spiral for the spine. Inhale, bring the right foot to the mat, bend the left knee in, hug that knee in, straighten the right leg. Left arm with the palm down, out at shoulder height. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Gentle twist. Just rocking the left knee over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, draw the knees in, and then rock to sit 3 times. Hands to your thighs, closing your eyes. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste.